I'm Cosmic Scott, and this is my vlog. So this is the very first vlog. I'm not really sure what I'm doing or where I'm going, what I'm doing with the vlog, what I'm doing with my life. I live on about 3/4 of an acre. Look around. It's rather nice, except for, of course, the fact that it's completely undeveloped and the house is falling apart around us. That's our mother-in-law's house. We've had to move in with her. She's 98. It was time. I love my wife very much, so here I am living like I was 20, which means one tiny little room with my bed and a computer. She has her room, and then her mom has her room. And that's the life now. So we've got some areas out here that we'd like to develop a little bit. First of all, we're looking at growing some food, lettuce and herbs and things like that. Of course, we do live in the high desert of Arizona, and what that means is, of course, that it's going to be difficult to grow stuff in the summer. So we're going to be looking into things of that nature. There is a back patio that is basically where we're living, with our, all of our living room stuff, all of our living quarters. We spend time in our room, we spend time in the great room, but she's in a wheelchair, so not really very comfortable for anybody except her. Plus, it's super, 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 super hot because she's 98 and she's cold all the time. So we're going to be working on out here. Maybe we're going to try to find a trailer or a fifth wheel or a mobile home and put up some stuff down here. Now, of course, there's a big power pole with all the power pole connections. That's going to be a bit of a bother. But that said, we have potential, I guess. We don't have water. We have to, continue to buy water, that kind of stuff. But we have an opportunity here to build something, at least a little bit, while her mom's still here. The idea of a reverse mortgage is complete garbage, but it took a little pressure off of her mom, I guess. So that's kind of where we are. This is, if we can get a little garden growing, that'll help take some of those grocery prices off. If we can get some shelter put up, outside of the house and increase our living space, living quarters. That's really what it comes down to. We're just trying to make things work, trying to make it happen. And, what work we do, we work remote now. And I've been doing that for the last 6 years, long before the pandemic, before everybody started working remote. But the house has really crappy internet. That's one of the consequences of being out in the middle of nowhere and having no real neighbors. I mean, we do have neighbors, but they're not directly up against the house like down in the city. So, again, there are some positives for living out here. There's some difficulties living out here. Her house has basically gone to seed for the last 20 years. So we're going to have to try to do a lot of manicuring. Basically, take care of the lawn. There's a lot of tree trimming to be done. The yard itself, this backyard is again completely undeveloped scrubland in the high desert. There's some other, dog run areas, the front yard. Maybe that's where we put the garden. I don't know. It all kind of depends on what works best. We're definitely, the shaded area in front's probably best for a garden of some sort. Okay, well, I guess that's going to be that for the first video. And stay tuned for updates.